Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Beau and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Beau's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands. The little tiny corrections and lots of motivation that we give him when we're working with him, and the training equipment that we're using. And you're very familiar with our regular 6-foot web training leashes. Rich keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand, which leaves his left hand free to give any little adjustments that we have to give, and that is a little tug and release on his training collar. Now, it's very windy out here today, and it's also very hot, and Beau is young and easily distracted, but the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, and the command is Beau, heel. And at this point, Beau has a job to do, and that is to maintain pace with you when you're walking, not forging ahead or lagging behind, but consistently staying right next to your left leg. And when Rich stops his feet, Beau has been taught to sit and wait for his next command. And he gets a little scratch for praise, and they take off heeling again. So this makes walking him much more of a pleasure and less of a drag. You're leading the walk, not Beau. He's staying right with you. And when you stop to talk to someone or cross the street, he should sit without being told to wait for his next command. If he doesn't, you say no, sit, and you give that little correction. He has come a very long way in the time that we've had him. And I know you being experienced with this, you're going to be able to keep up with it. Occasionally we'll give him a little bit of food just to keep him focused.
Stay.
This is your sit, stay. And it's okay if he's not looking at you to repeat the command, because you want to lengthen out the amount of time he can hold it and the distance that you can go. When Rich returns back to him, he walks right back to his shoulders. And then he takes off heeling again. If he gets distracted, Rich says his name, changes his pace, gets Beau back up on track.
Stay.
He leaves him in another sit, stay. And this time Rich will demonstrate the recall or the come on command. He should come and sit, not come and launch himself at you. They go back to heeling. And I know he's going to be super excited to see you tomorrow.
No, sit. Stay.
And you notice Rich never gives up. Like when he gives a command, he has to do it. Rich calls him in again. He sat very nicely that time. You got to keep his head up off the ground because he loves to distract himself with smells on the ground. Now we're using a little mat for his down command. It says down and stay. And again, you're going to have to practice lengthening out the amount of time and the distance. Use his dog bed or anything that he finds to be comfortable. When Rich returns back, he returns right back to heel where they started.
This is embarrassing.
He's going potty.
Go potty.
Alright, we're going to go back up and do another down command.
Shake it off.
Down. And stay.
Stay.
I don't think Beau found that embarrassing at all, but we're embarrassed. Rich calls him out of that down into a nice sit. Now we have demonstrated for you Beau's heel, his auto sit, his sit and stay, his come, his down and stay, and come. These are the exercises that we're going to be practicing once he goes home at least once a day, and use them in your everyday situations. We've enjoyed having Beau, and we will see you tomorrow.